It's Alice King, your official Reddit baddie. I scroll through the most unhinged stories so you can sit back, relate a little, and enjoy the chaos. Am I the a-hole for telling a woman at the gym that she's embarrassing herself? I go to the gym a lot. About 6-ish months ago, I noticed a woman I call Andrea. That's not her name, but it will be for the rest of this post. I don't know if Andrea started going to the gym 6 months ago or if that's just when I noticed her. Full disclosure, I spoke to her first, but I had no way of knowing what the result would be. Personally, I'm not the gym chat person. I go there, do my thing, and disappear again. But that's just me. A lot of the machines at this gym have little entertainment systems attached to them that can access local channels. I got on the treadmill and realized the TV on the treadmill wasn't working. Andrea was walking past and I said, "Hey, do you know if there's an issue with the cable?" Why would she know that? Does she working there or something? I'm just saying, if you would ask me, I would be like, what the hell? This TV isn't working, but I don't know if it's just this one or all of them. She said the same thing happened to her on a different machine. I thanked her. That was the whole interaction. A week later, she asked me for some electrolyte powder for her water. I said I didn't have any. She was cool with that and asked me how long I'd been coming to the gym and what I did for work. And this is exactly why I don't chat in the gym. Now she's asking questions when you're probably just trying to work out. I answered and returned her questions. Or maybe I'm just the worst introvert ever and the situation is not annoying at all. She said she was new to the area and worked in private security. We had a few more chill conversations after that. 6 weeks ago, she asked me out. For reasons I won't get into here, I wasn't interested. I declined. She said not to worry about things being awkward at the gym if we don't work out. I said that wasn't the issue, just not looking to date right now.
Okay.
She kept talking to me, and at first I kept talking to her, but I started to think something might be wrong and I started avoiding her. Ugh. I'm not surprised, I'm not even there and I'm super uncomfortable. 2 weeks ago, she walked up to me while I was on a machine with only one way to properly dismount. That involved stepping into where she was standing. She asked if I was avoiding her. I said I was and apologized. I said I just don't want to date right now. I get that she probably wanted clarity, but her behavior is very unsettling. Like you were there mid-workout, kinda stuck there, and now you have to deal with her attitude. I would have definitely found a new gym after this interaction. She said I don't have to avoid her to not date her. I said okay. I kept avoiding her though. Tonight, while I was working out, she confronted me again about avoiding her. What? How is she not embarrassed? I had a bad day and told her to leave me alone. She asked why I'm being like this and I said because I wanted her to leave me alone. I then said she was embarrassing herself and needs to stop.
Girl, facts.
She put her foot on the top of the weights and I thought she was going to press down on them. So I let go of the bar very quickly, causing the weights to slam and make a loud noise. Several people looked over. Her behavior is genuinely dangerous. I think it's time for you to remove yourself from the situation. Either get to a new gym or report her to the staff. She said, "Now who's embarrassing himself?" and walked away.
Wow. Crazy. You're crazy, girl.
Did I go too far by saying that? Do I owe her an apology? I mean, you wasn't wrong. Her behavior was embarrassing, but the situation already escalated too far. Honestly, apology or not, you have to distance yourself from her. Update: I went in early this morning for a run and told the front desk staff about Andrea putting her foot on the weights. They said they would talk to her. Then after work, I went in again for a regular workout. I was working on my legs when she walked up to my machine. I don't understand. Why does she keep approaching you? It's already been addressed. The first thing she did was apologize about the weight. I don't know if someone talked to her or if that was her own initiative. I accepted her apology and apologized for saying she was embarrassing herself. Right. how about you two just never talk again? She said she forgave me, but if I wanted to really make it up to her, I could buy her a drink and she would buy me one too to make up for the waits. I said maybe we should buy our own drinks, meaning separately at different places and times. And she misunderstood me and asked when and where.
How are you not embarrassed?
Not her embarrassing herself again. I told her I meant that I didn't want to go out with her. She said this wouldn't be a date but a reset for our friendship. What friendship? You guys just two strangers in a workout establishment. I said I didn't want to be friends. She said I was being a douche and asked what my problem is. That she is harassing you? I said the weight incident made me uncomfortable and I would rather us just give each other space. She then asked me if my problem with her is that she's Hispanic.
Huh?
I was so taken aback. I didn't even know she was until she said that. I said no, that she just makes me uncomfortable. She makes me uncomfortable and I'm not even her target. She wanted me to explain what about her made me uncomfortable and I tried to do so, but she argued with every point I made. You don't owe her any explanation. Just walk away. I got frustrated and told her to just stay away from me. She said fine and that I have a lot of maturing to do.
Stop it. Get some help.
Then she walked away. I'm hoping that's the end of it. This situation is super frustrating. I don't know. I would have gone to a new place ages ago because it doesn't look like she's gonna stop anytime soon. Relevant comments. OP on why he doesn't want to get in a relationship. OP, she just not my type. Even if she was, I don't want to get into a relationship right now. My last relationship lasted 3 years and I need to remember how to be single before I hop right back into another relationship. That's fair. More power to you. First commenter, something might be wrong. What do you mean? OP's answer, I don't know how to explain it. I almost felt like she was having a completely different conversation with me than I was having with her. She seemed inappropriately enthusiastic. That's the best way I can take to say it. Second commenter, good for you on taking a breather. Not the a-hole, by the way. She either has severe mental health issues or hasn't been socialized properly. No normal person would ever put you in that position. I make every excuse I can when I'm not interested in someone, but when someone can't take a hint, you do eventually have to disregard their feelings. I mean, think about it. She disregarded yours. Personally, I think her behavior is scary. That's why I said probably I would have found another gym just to never see her again. OP's answer, that is a good way to think about it. I hadn't considered that part. Thank you. Update, Andrea is banned from the gym. I was running on the treadmill and watching TV. She came up to talk to me and I ignored her, staring at the TV. She raised her voice and I continued to ignore her. She reached out and pulled the safety tab out of the treadmill, the one you connect to your wrist so the treadmill stops if you fall, causing the treadmill to come to a sudden stop. I tripped and fell onto the controls and TV, scratching my chin on the top of the screen. So you're telling me she caused you to have an accident. I hope you called the police and reported her. I went to the front desk with Andrea following me. I told them what she did. She kept trying to interrupt me and talk over me, but the woman at the front desk told her to be quiet and wait for her turn. I told her Andrea pulled out the safety tab while I was running and injured me. The woman at the front desk then asked Andrea what happened. Andrea said I was staring into the middle distance like I was in some kind of fugue state and she thought I was having a medical episode, so she pulled the tab.
It's a lie. Straight lie.
That's actually insane. She is actually very lucky you only had a minor injury. I would still report her to the police though. The woman at the front desk asked for her membership card. Andrea didn't want to give it to her, but the woman at the front desk said if she didn't, she would ban her. It's not like the front desk lady had any other choice now. Andrea is at risk of other people's safety, so she must be banned. Andrea gave her the card and the woman at the front desk said to leave and she was suspended for a month. Andrea objected and got into an argument with the woman at the front desk that escalated into Andrea calling the woman an N-word, B-word.
She is clinically insane.
So she was banned permanently. Ma'am, there is no excuse to talk to anyone like that. I'm happy she got permanently banned, but I still feel like it's unsafe. She knows that you are there. She can wait for you in the parking lot after your session. Who knows what else she is capable of. I hesitate to call that a happy ending because the poor gym employee had to put up with racial harassment. But I won't deny, getting to watch her cut up Andra's membership card felt good. The situation escalated further than it was necessary. I just hope you will stay safe and never see her again. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, still not the a-hole. Andra proved herself to be crazy with a side of racist. Yeah, she is definitely a very difficult person. OP's answer, and the irony is that she accused me of being racist for not wanting to date her. Commenter 2, I'm guessing she doesn't get told no very often. I'm glad it had a safe ending. Ending? This is not the end, guys. OP's answer, thank you, I am too. Now that it's all over, I'm starting to process it. The whole thing was so crazy. My heart rate is up higher than it ever gets when I run, which is nuts. This is definitely a very unusual story, so let's keep going. Update. Sorry for the incomprehensible post. I posted this last night when I was drunk. I rewrite it to explain what happened. Oh no, I'm scared. Last night, I went to a bar near my apartment to meet up with some friends. The three of us were drinking and having a good time when Andra walked up.
No. Wait.
I never saw her enter the bar. I only noticed her when she was in front of us. Yeah, I don't like the sound of this at all. Why she is there? Why she is walking up to you? She greeted me and said it was good to see me and leaned in to try to kiss me. I pushed her away from me and she fell, but one of my friends caught her. She started yelling and asking what is wrong with me. I told her to stay away from me and not come any closer. She asked if I was embarrassed of her and didn't want my friends to see her.
You need therapy!
There is no doubt she's following you and stalking you. I would call the police. For real now. I said, this is the third time you've tried to assault me and I want you to stay away from me. At that point, the bouncer showed up and asked what was going on. Andra said I pushed her. I tried to explain that she tried to kiss me and is stalking me, but I was drunk and not doing a great job. My friends also tried to explain that I was innocent, but they were also drunk. Security kicked me out of the bar. My friends walked me home. I am definitely going to try to get a restraining order. This has gone way too far. Yes, it's about time. We have one more update. Let's see what happens next. I did get a restraining order against Andra, as many suggested. It wasn't super effective. If I saw her and called the police, she would usually be gone by the time they arrived. A couple officers gave me a hard time about calling. They thought I was wasting their time because I'm a man and she's a woman. Yeah, I don't think that's a fair assumption to make at all. She still can have a weapon regardless of her gender. She is time and time again shows up even though OP has a restraining order. I just don't understand why the authority has such a dismissive attitude. The stress started to impact my job performance. My boss was sympathetic, but my coworkers started to get annoyed with me. Also, the fact that Andra had shown up at work was a huge liability for us. I saw the writing on the wall and knew I was going to be fired soon. I did what I had been putting off for a long time. I moved back home and decided to get back to school. It was hard at first. The situation with Andra was more traumatic than I had been able to acknowledge to myself. I tried therapy and the first therapist thought my issue was that I was too closed off and didn't want to give what sounded like a nice young woman a chance.
What the
Yeah, I don't think that assessment lands at all. And I hate when people say, everybody deserves a chance. Especially not when the person is crazy and stalking you. I had a fair share of experiencing something similar. It is not easy to tackle or deal with a situation like this at all. I feel like that therapists should lose their permit. So that sucked. I swore off therapy after that, but eventually my friends convinced me to give it another try. And I found a great therapist who has helped me a lot. My family wasn't particularly supportive at first, but they eventually came around somewhat. My friends have been great this whole time, and they are the only reason I didn't have a meltdown. This is so sad and nothing but a double standard. Just because you're a man, a woman can hurt you and stalk you. Harassment is not gender specific. I also got back together with my high school girlfriend. I know, ironic. That situation isn't all sunshine and roses either right now, but we are working on it. I hope she's more understanding about your situation than your family is. I'll be starting school again at the beginning of the spring semester. All in all, I'm okay. I'm not great, but I'm okay. But who cares about that, right? You guys want to know about Andrea. What happened to Andrea? I mean, sure, but I also care about you and your well-being. I have stayed as far away from her as possible, but my more tech-savvy friend has been keeping tabs on her online presence, in case she posts anything that might mean she's found out where I moved or had plans to do something to me. I'm glad that your friends are there for you and they comprehend how serious this situation really is. He usually doesn't update me unless it's something safety critical, but 3 weeks ago he told me I might feel safer knowing that Andrea is engaged. So she probably won't be stalking me in the future. I am amazed by this turn of events. There really is someone for everyone, even crazy stalkers. So that's the update. No prison for Andrea, only matrimony, which is its own kind of prison in a way. Just kidding. That's all, folks. Honestly, it's nice she found someone, so she can forget about you. Hopefully, you will never meet her again. With time, you are going to be able to process this with the new therapist, and you will find your happiness with your girlfriend or someone else. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. If you did, please subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments. I reply them all, and see you in the next one.